I'm Corinne. I'm 24. I'm from Italy.
Who did you know from the crew before the trip started?
No one.
Why did you want to sail across the Atlantic Ocean?
Good question. It all started when I was in Tenerife and I met this girl who crossed the Atlantic, and she told me about her crazy experience, and I thought it was super, super cool and super, super adventurous, so I wanted to do it. And that's why, oh my god, it's kind of crazy now that I think about it, but I posted on Facebook. It was December, the beginning of December. I posted on Facebook that I was looking for a sailboat to cross the Atlantic, and that's when I found Chris and Josh, and I joined them the 8th of December. It's been 2 months and a half, maybe too long, maybe. I don't know. And that's it. I was like, why not?
How did your preparation for the trip look like?
My preparation for the trip, well, for the crossing, for the Atlantic crossing, well, I don't know, just day by day. It was already 1 month and a half for me that was on the boat, so I already knew how the sailing is, how the life on board as well, how to cook and with the waves, and I didn't really prepare them much. It just came, I think, with the guys. We all helped each other day by day. We went food shopping together. That was a bit tricky, like try to organize food especially for 8 people for 10 days in the middle of nowhere where you cannot buy anything else. Like, you need to be sure that you have everything, enough water, enough fresh food, especially for vegans, vegetarians. And yeah, so it just came day by day. I didn't know anything about sailing before, so yeah.
Why did you choose the Staatenlos for the trip?
Why choose Staatenlos? Well, I had 2 choices actually. One boat, both Germans. One was going to the Caribbean, and Staatenlos was going to Brazil and Cape Verde. So it was very random actually. I went on the boat, and I liked the guys, and it was easy, and I thought it was nicer to visit more places than just cross the Atlantic for 3 weeks and get to the Caribbean. So I decided to join Josh, and so we spent 1 month in the Cape Verde, sailing between islands, and then we crossed Atlantic. Also because I thought I never sailed before, so before crossing the Atlantic, I prefer to go to Cape Verde and see if I like the life on board.
In 3 words, how was it to be on the boat?
Wow. Just 3 words. That's difficult. I would say challenging, life-changing, and adventurous.
Did you get seasick, or were there any other complications for you?
Well, I got seasick the first night. We were in Gran Canaria, and we left during the night. It was like 8 p.m. I think, and I got seasick straight away, and I started to throw up. That was a bit like terrible because I was on night watch, so I had to be sure that we're not going to crash on anything, and I was super seasick, so that was very challenging. For the first, I think, 2 days, I was feeling a bit bad. I couldn't cook that much, so luckily 2 guys were with us, and they helped me, and they fed me for 2 days. Thank you, guys. But that's it. Afterwards, I was like all right, doing workout on the boat, reading, cooking, everything, so that was all right. And apart from seasickness, well, many challenges for sure. It was challenging this trip, I would say, especially because on the boat it's such a small place, and if you have an issue with someone, you cannot leave, but you have to deal with that. And yeah, so I think, yeah, that's it.
Especially for the trip crossing the Atlantic, how did the mood change or evolve through the trip?
So at the very beginning, I was anxious, I think, because of the situation, COVID situation in Brazil, especially my friends, my family from Italy, were trying to like push me to go back and don't do it. So I was a bit anxious and not sure about this. And then I just went for it, and I'm happy I did it. So from anxious, I think it turned into excitement. And it was very exciting to be with new crew, new people around, and get to know them more and get to know myself as well more. And it was, so I would say excitement and then growing. I think I learned a lot about living with other people and also how to live with myself and how to deal with my mood changing. And I think I became more patient. So I would say, yeah, growing and patience. And at the end, sometimes I went through phases and moments of, I don't know, I didn't know what to do, so I was bored because you have so much time on the boat and not that many things to do. And then creative as well, like you need to be creative to try to find new things and try to, you know, just kill the time, I guess. And then excitement at the end, and I was looking forward to like see land again and just go for a walk. So I was really like excited to see land again after 10 days. So yeah, I think it was like always like going up and down, like the waves, like always changing, and never, yeah, every day it felt more than 24 hours, definitely, yeah.
Did you learn anything about sailing?
Don't know what Josh think, but I think I learned for sure more than before. I helped him pulling up the sail, the Jenica, Co-Zero, Genoa mainsail, and I know more about wind, how the sails should be, if the wind is from the front, from the back, from the side, about night watch, about, yeah, some things, not that many, but enough, I would say, definitely. Still need to learn a lot, but as the captain said, you never stop learning, and every ocean is different, and every boat as well.
On the boat it's written Staatenlos.
Yeah.
So what is your position in the Staatenlos concept of living?
I would say that, I don't know, it's been 2 years that I've been traveling around and try to find my place in the world. And I guess because I don't like to follow society, or I don't like to just do what people think I should do, or like what most of the people do. So Staatenlos for me is just follow yourself and trust your gut. And if you have a dream, you should go for it. And even if it seems hard at the beginning, it will get easier. Like this trip, I started from seasickness and throwing up to sailing and pulling up sails and jumping in the ocean and swimming with the dolphins. So I think, yeah, Staatenlos for me is this, like, trust yourself and follow your heart.
If you want to share, what is your next destination now? How does it look?
So next destination is Costa Rica. I'm so excited, and it's been more than 1 year that I'm thinking about Costa Rica, and now finally I have the opportunity to go there. And it's so crazy, I think, because I never thought about crossing the Atlantic. I never thought about being in Brazil during a pandemic. I never thought about going to Costa Rica right now, but it just happened. And when I think about it, I think about nature, wild, lots of fruit and animals, and I'm very, very excited. I don't know what to expect from this experience, and I don't want to have expectation actually. So I'm just gonna go with the flow and see what's gonna happen, and I don't know, I'm so excited.
Thank you for the interview and being part of the week.
Thank you too.